We must have seen wild animals attacking people, but in our story today, it is completely opposite. The story begins with a zoo where some hunters entered the zoo and stole a lion cub. The cubs were being taken away in a cage by an airplane. After this, we see a 25-year-old girl, Elma, who wants to become a musician, and she also liked animals very much. One day she was going to visit an island. Actually, this island belonged to her grandfather. Her grandfather had adopted her many years ago, and after his death, Elma has inherited that island. Uncle Joe welcomed her in island. There was a very beautiful house there. She decided that she would spend the night on this island. Elma's heart was filled with emotion after watching her grandfather's video at night. In a video, the grandfather told that a female wolf named Snow had come to the island from God knows where, and with time, both of them became friends, and the grandfather told Elma to also find Snow and befriend her that night. The plane with the lion cub was caught in bad weather. Due to this, the plane crashed on the same island, and Elma got scared on hearing the crash sound, and she went out to sea, but the island was very big and she found nothing. The next morning, two boys named Charles and Adam came there and laid a trap to capture Snow. Actually, they were the owners of the wolf park, and for that, they wanted to catch Snow and take her away. Snow got trapped in the trap, but with her intelligence, she cut the net and escaped from there before Charles and Adam could come. She swam to the other side of the island where she met Elma. At first, Elma was scared, then she remembered her grandfather's words and started calling Snow lovingly. After some time, Elma reached the place of the plane crash, and luckily the lion cub was not hurt because it fell into a bird's nest and the bird pushed it down directly, and after this, it fell straight into Elma's lap. Elma also brought it home with her. At the same time, Snow also came home with her small children. She became very happy to see three cute animals in the house, and Uncle Joe was called, and he immediately told Elma that it is not right to keep these dangerous animals at home. You should give them to the zoo people. Uncle also told that the zoo employees will definitely come there in search of the lion cub, and exactly the same thing happened. The next day the animal control people reached there, and she knew how ruthless the zoo people are, so she decided that she will not tell them anything about the animals, and she lied to them that she did not see any lion cub. Then returning home, she saw that Snow was feeding milk to the lion cub along with her children. She was very happy to see that now Snow was taking care of both the children. Now as the days passed and the friendship between the two children grew, Elma named one of the wolf cubs Jack and the lion cub Dreamer. On the other hand, Uncle Joe was worried that this wild animal should not harm Elma, but a few months passed like this, and now both the children had grown a little. Elma used to take them for a walk on the island and also played with them at her grandfather's favorite place. Unfortunately, one day when Elma had gone for the piano audition, the wolves sneaked into the park island, and this time they captured Snow and took her with them. Elma was selected and she was very happy, but when she returned home, she was shocked because all the things in her house were scattered because both the children were upset due to hunger. Elma searched the whole island to find Snow, but Snow was not there. Now she had to feed the children, so she had to leave her job even though she did not want to. One day Uncle Joe came there again and got angry after seeing the dangerous animals there. He asked Elma to send the animals to the zoo at that time, but Elma explained to him that it was her grandfather's wish that he should live with the animals, and then who knows how many atrocities would be committed on these innocent children in the zoo. Finally Uncle Joe also agreed and hugged Elma. Now all his time was spent in feeding the animals and taking full care of them. Elma loved Jack and Dreamer very much, and in return the animals also loved her a lot. 1 year passed in no time, and now both the animals had grown up, and Uncle used to bring meat for them from the city, but Uncle was scared to go near them, and he again explained to Elma that living with them is not free from danger, but Elma was not ready to leave him at any cost. One day a mother and daughter came near the island in a boat. Seeing them, Jack started going towards them. As soon as Elma saw all this, she ran to stop Jack, but she hit a stone and fell down, and due to the injury in her head, she fainted at that very moment, but the mother and daughter could not see all this and went back. In a short while, Jack and Dreamer came to Elma and tried very hard to wake her up, but it was of no use. He kept calling for help by making loud noises for several hours, but no one came. Soon it was night, and both the animals sat near Elma, and they gave warmth to Elma the whole night. The next morning Uncle Joe made several phone calls to Elma, and when he did not get any answer, he understood that something is definitely definitely wrong. He immediately reached the island and he thought that these wild animals must have attacked Elma. That is why he called the animal control people. But when he found Elma unconscious and saw the animals protecting her, he regretted his action. After this, when Elma was taken to the hospital, the doctor told her that if Jack and Dreamer had not given her warmth, then perhaps today she would not have been alive. And on the other hand, the animal control people caught Jack and handed him over to Eli and Charles. They realized that Jack is Snow's child. On the other hand, Dreamer was sold to a man named Alan who used to run a zoo. Alan was a very ruthless man who often used to beat his animals, but Alan's son was completely opposite to Alan and was a soft-hearted child, and he became friends with Dreamer. Within a few days, poor Dreamer was forced to perform tricks in the circus by giving him many drugs. Dreamer had spent his life comfortably on the island till now, but these ruthless people had a very bad effect on him, so Rafa often used to go to calm him down. On the other hand, in the hospital, as soon as Elma regained consciousness, she asked about Jack and Dreamer, and Uncle Joe told her the truth with a heavy heart. As soon as Elma came out of the hospital, she went straight to the animal control people and found out that Jack has been sent to the Wolf Park and Dreamer was given to a circus group. On hearing this, she started shouting angrily at the officer, but Uncle Joe calmed her down. After some time, Elma called Adam and asked him about Jack. Adam told her that Jack was very happy and he had made some friends here. Hearing this, Elma felt a little relieved, but she was still very worried about Dreamer. For the next few weeks, she went to every circus in the city and asked them about Dreamer, but she could not find anything. On the other hand, because of Dreamer, Alan started earning a lot of money. Dreamer soon became famous as the Star Lion. One day, Dreamer's circus group was passing near the Wolf Park and Jack immediately recognized his childhood friend, and Jack came out of the cage with his intelligence. When Adam saw this, he understood that Jack was very intelligent and he was definitely looking for something. Soon Jack reached the one he was looking for. He cleverly freed Dreamer from the cage. On meeting each other after so many months, both of them played fiercely. When Alan came to know about Dreamer's escape, he took out a tranquilizer gun in anger and his son tried hard to stop him, but the greedy Alan did not stop. When no one listened to him, his son also went with his father to find Dreamer. Alan also told Adam about Dreamer. Now he had understood that Jack and Dreamer are both together. Due to this, a high alert was issued in the entire city. In the evening, Adam told everything to Elma that the animal control people are after the animals. Hearing this, Elma got scared, but Adam told that he had fitted a tracker in Jack's body. The last location of Dreamer and Jack was around a forest. Now Elma and Adam together decided to find the animal. On the other hand, both the animals were roaming freely in the city, so the police gave the order to shoot them on sight. Later, both the animals reached the forest again where Alan and Rafa saw them. Greedy Alan attacked Dreamer with his tranquilizer gun, and at the same time Jack came in between, and instead of his friend, he himself got shot. Poor Jack fainted at that very moment, while Dreamer got a chance to escape from there. After he ran away, Rafa immediately removed Jack's tractor and gave him a medicine which ended the effect of the tranquilizer pill. After some time, father and son reached a bar where Adam and Elma also reached there through tractor. Adam told them that he didn't have any tractor or anything and sent them out, but smart Rafa made an excuse of going to bathroom and told the truth to Adam and Alma. He took them to the jungle where finally they found Dreamer. After this, Dreamer took them to a hut where Jack was resting. Luckily he regained consciousness at the right time, but then they suspected the arrival of police, so Elma made both the animals run away through a secret route. Now to reach the island, they just had to cross a river because this was the only way to escape from the police, but there was no boat there, so everyone had to go by swimming. Jack immediately started swimming in the river, but Dreamer was afraid of water. Elma tried hard to give him courage, but Dreamer turned back towards the jungle. As soon as Jack and Elma were swimming, they heard the sound of a gun being fired. This meant that Dreamer was no longer in this world. On reaching the island, Elma started crying bitterly, but Dreamer suddenly appeared in front of her. Actually, he had gone to the jungle to mislead the policeman. Seeing him alive, everyone was overjoyed. Finally, Elma played the piano at the party to celebrate the return of Jack and Dreamer. Now their family was complete. In the end, Elma told everyone the story of her beloved animals, which filled everyone's hearts, and now the three of them started living happily together again. This is where the movie ends.